Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Mueller's witch hunt finds nothing on Trump, but look which Obama truth surfaced. It's no surprise that the Russian-Trump collusion was nothing but a sham or distraction from the real news. Obama and the Democrats were hoping most Americans weren't paying attention to real news so they could keep you focused on this fake news story. However, we all know the Russian-Trump collusion has been nothing more than a witch hunt. Though Special Counsel Robert Mueller has thus far uncovered zero evidence that President Donald Trump colluded with the Russians to affect the outcome of the 2016 presidential election, a far more shocking revelation regarding former President Barack Obama has made its way to the surface. U.S. investigators wiretapped former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort under secret court orders before and after the election, sources tell CNN. An extraordinary step involving a high-ranking campaign official now at the center of the Russia meddling probe, CNN revealed in a bombshell scoop last week. Obama administration investigators also reportedly wiretapped Trump advisors Carter Page, Michael Flynn and others. While it remains unclear how this information was unearthed, CNN's sources claim Mueller's team has been provided details of these communications. But the more pressing point are the implications of this discovery. If these reports are accurate, it means U.S. intelligence agencies secretly surveilled at least a half-dozen Trump associates, veteran journalist Cher Latgeson explained in a column for The Hill. And those are just the ones we know about. In other words, it looks like Obama did spy on Trump, just as he apparently did to me, she added, referencing an allegation she made several years back that Obama's Justice Department had attempted to hack into her personal and work computers in 2013. What remains unknown is whether any of this sketchy behavior was actually legal. Atkinson noted, however, that even if these hacks and wiretaps were legal, that doesn't take away from the shadiness of it all. The truth is, the revelation shows Obama and his administration were actively engaged in surveillance of American citizens that would have been unthinkable not all that long ago. As Atkinson writes, it seems that government monitoring of journalists, members of Congress and political enemies, under multiple administrations, has become more common than anyone would have imagined 2 decades ago, so has the unmasking of sensitive and highly protected names by political officials. Of course Obama spied on Trump. Of course it was illegal. Obama and the Democrats knew about it and did it anyway. I highly doubt that the MSM will report on any of this news though. The Democrats and MSM will just keep digging on Trump for anything and everything. Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Obama strikes. Look what he just ordered his thug to do to President Trump. A former Obama administration official who earlier this year acknowledged urging her DC contacts to leak dirt on President Trump and his team is back in the spotlight. She appeared at a security forum and accused Trump of using Kremlin tactics and openly questioned whether Trump owes the Russians money. What a filthy person. Evelyn Farkas, who left the Obama administration in 2015 after serving as a Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense, spoke on a panel Thursday at the Aspen Security Forum in Colorado. She slammed Trump for his past remarks that the United States, like Russia, has killed people too. Well, we have killed people. Remember Osama bin Laden? Freaking moron. That's very dangerous, Farkas said, accusing the president of adopting Kremlin tactics with that language of relativism. She was apparently referring to when Bill O'Reilly told Trump during a Fox News Channel interview that Russian President Vladimir Putin is a killer. Trump replied, "There are a lot of killers. We have a lot of killers." Well, you think our country is so innocent? On Thursday, Farkas floated a theory, without citing evidence, that the president may actually owe money to Russia. Something that could be influencing his posture toward the government, Fox News reports. The influence these Russians have on him could be greater because of these business ties and because he may owe them money, and of course the issue of his campaign manager and all the work he was doing and whether he was indebted to Russians or not, she said. During an interview with the New York Times this week, The president denied his company did business with Russia. My finances are extremely good, my company is an unbelievably successful company, he said, according to the transcript. I don't do business with Russia. Farkas got attention after a March interview on MSNBC when she said there had been a rush from Obama-era government officials to share information before President Trump took office. I was urging my former colleagues, and frankly speaking, the people on the Hill, get as much information as you can, get as much intelligence as you can before President Obama leaves the administration, because I had a fear that, somehow, that information would disappear with the senior people who left, she said. Farkas added, that's why you have the leaking, because people were worried. During her appearance at the Aspen Security Forum, Farkas offered criticism of former FBI Director James Comey's recent prediction that the Russians will again try to meddle in an American election. It drives me crazy when former Director Comey says the Russians are coming back, Farkas said. They never left. They're still here, they still have all that information, they're in our cyber and in our information sphere. Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Trump announces who he's pardoning. Hillary is going to lose it. President Donald Trump issued the second exonerate of his administration today when he absolved previous Navy mariner Christian Saucier. Amid his battle, Trump specified Saucier a great deal, expressing that his whole life was demolished despite the fact that what he did was nowhere close as awful as things that Hillary Clinton has done. At the point when Saucier was 22 years of age, he accepted photographs while his atomic submarine. For his activities, he lost his whole vocation in the Navy and put in a year in jail. Saucier's attorney summoned Hillary Clinton amid his trial. He made the contention that Saucier shouldn't be held to a higher standard than Hillary Clinton when he did significantly less than she. The Washington Examiner announced. The photographs Saucier, now 31, took inside the submarine's team secret, which means the most reduced level of characterization, despite the fact that some delineated the vessel's atomic reactor. Clinton, by difference, sent and got all the more exceedingly ordered data on a private and uncertain email server. Saucier told the Washington Examiner not long ago that a lawful offense conviction made it elusive work. He filled in as a junk jockey to help his better half and youthful little girl. His family's autos were repossessed while he was in jail and his Vermont home is in dispossession. Saucier has a while left of wearing a lower leg screen. Saucier's significant other clarified that she couldn't have been more joyful with President Trump's choice to exonerate her better half. She clarified that her significant other was driving a dump truck when the news came in. She clarified, I can't trust it happened, it's as yet soaking in. He messaged me back, what with a shout point. She went ahead to state, I am exceptionally appreciative. It will be an enormous reality when probation calls and a lower leg screen falls off. White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders helped America to remember the previous Navy SEAL's generally estimable record amid his chance serving in the United States Navy. She expressed, the President is energetic about Mr. Saucier's support of the nation. Clearly what Saucier did was not legitimate and wasn't right, but rather he has languished enough over his mix-up. We have individuals like Hillary Clinton circling doing whatever she damn well satisfies while her activities are getting Americans murdered. I haven't seen her rebuffed for anything that she has done. It's incredible news that Saucier is at last being exonerated, and now he can at last move on. Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Trey Gowdy just got the one thing he needs to make sure Obama pays for abusing his power. There was a clothing rundown of embarrassments that occurred amid the time of the Obama organization, yet the predominant press dependably appeared to love instead of lashing out. Obama is really heading over right up till the present time saying that his organization wasn't a piece of any embarrassments. The predominant press is as yet giving him a pass. There were 4 embarrassments going ahead inside the EPA alone amid his administration. We as a whole think about the IRS outrage over that. At that point there was the VA outrage and the DOJ embarrassment, and we can't overlook Benghazi. Those are only a couple of the Obama time outrages. However, regardless, he guarantees that none existed while he was in office. The man is an obtrusive liar. Obama wasn't only in charge of a great deal of embarrassments, yet some of those outrages included the loss of American lives. Quick and Furious was one of those outrages that cost American lives. Despite everything, we don't know precisely what happened. Lawyer General Jeff Sessions reported on Wednesday that there was an immense improvement. The Daily Caller revealed that the Department of Justice reported on Wednesday that they would give archives identified with the Fast and Furious firearm embarrassment to the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform. Previous President Barack Obama and his previous Attorney General, Eric Holder, declined to surrender asked for records before. These reports were called basic to the examination by Oversight Chairman Jason Chaffetz. The Hill composed. Lawyer General Jeff Sessions declared Wednesday that the Department of Justice, DOJ, will give reports to Congress on the Obama time program named Quick and Furious that enabled culprits to buy weapons in Phoenix-based firearm shops, keeping in mind the end goal to track them into Mexico. The Justice Department, at that point kept running by Eric Holder, declined to give records on the program to Congress in 2012 and was held in scorn of Congress. The present choice finishes 6 years of suit with the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee. Amid an official statement, Attorney General Sessions expressed, "The Department of Justice under my supervision is focused on straightforwardness and the lead of law. This settlement ascension is an imperative advance to ensure that the general population at long last gets every one of the realities identified with Operation Fast and Furious." The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives Task was added in 2010 when 2 weapons were found at United States Border Patrol Specialist Brian Terry's murder scene. There were some truly loathsome things going ahead inside our administration amid the Obama period. Gratefully, we now have a president who puts Americans first and doesn't place himself amidst a great many scandals as our last commander-in-chief did. Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Neil Gorsuch just did something to Bader Ginsburg that has rocked the court. The Supreme Court of the United States has entered its fall term and already there's a not-so-unexpected rivalry brewing in the ranks. As we all well know, Trump appointed the Honorable Neil Gorsuch as the newest SC Justice, after Obama failed to get his nominee pushed through on his way out of the White House door. And that pissed a lot of Democrats right off. Let's just say, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, or RGB as she is known, leaned so far left she is barely visible out there. Justice Gorsuch is a strict constitutionalist in the vein of the man he replaced, Justice Scalia. During a recent oral argument, he said to one attorney, "Maybe we can just for a second talk about that arcane matter, the Constitution." RBG fired at Gorsuch, trying to shut him down, but it didn't work. He continued asking questions, one coming less than a minute after RBG tried unsuccessfully to shut him up. They traded barbs again just a week later during oral argument in another case. Gorsuch, again, wanting to follow the Constitution. RBG, on the other hand, noting how the SCOTUS has otherwise interpreted it. SNL knows. It could just be a seniority thing. However, RGB made it quite clear during the election what she thought of Trump. "I can't imagine what the country would be with Donald Trump as our president. For the country, it could be 4 years. For the court, it could be I don't even want to contemplate that." And this, he is a faker. He has no consistency about him. He says whatever comes into his head at the moment. He really has an ego. How has he gotten away with not turning over his tax returns? Methinks RGB may be taking out her feelings on Gorsuch now. What do you think? Please comment and share.